CBD products seem to be all the rage right now. They may even be on your holiday wish list due to the benefits some people say come along with the ingredient. If you are shopping for it, you'll need to tread carefully though, especially if you're shopping for it on Amazon. The site's policy shows that it does not allow the sale of CBD products, but a Washington Post investigation found that they can still be found on Amazon. They bought 13 products that didn't say they contained CBD, so they tested it and found 11 of those products did contain the ingredient. Regardless of where you're shopping for it, it can be difficult to know exactly what you're consuming. First of all, the FDA only allows CBD in topical products like lotions and salves. It is not allowed in food or dietary supplements, but that doesn't mean you won't find it in food. It can be tough for the FDA to enforce. You'll need to do your own homework when looking at CBD products. You can start off by going to the company website and see what they say about the testing they've done on the product. If it's offered at stores, that may be a good sign.
The best thing you can do is look at retailers. Look at especially national retailers because they're kind of doing the vetting for you. So it helps kind of add another layer of vetting for products and making sure they have what they say is in it.
Well, the concentration won't be labeled, but it should still tell you how much CBD is in the product in terms of milligrams. You'll also want to see something between 2 and 4% of CBD for something to have a therapeutic effect. And last, if you see companies making claims about Parkinson's, Alzheimer's disease, even cancer, that's a red flag. The FDA can take action against companies making claims like this. Well, wrapping gifts might not be your favorite part of the holiday, but we're going to save you time by cutting your wrapping time in half. Tomorrow, the simple hacks that save paper and money.
Thank you, Annie. And if you still need to get out there and buy some of those gifts, the weather's in pretty good shape here the next few days. A little chilly again tomorrow, but 38 with some sunshine. And we're going to keep that sunshine going here through the upcoming weekend. No precipitation coming our way, just some warmer temperatures. Highs in the middle 40s on Sunday. We'll get to 47 by Monday. Thanks for joining us here on the Now Indy. The news at 6 o'clock starts right now.
This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
They collect it all year long, and they get donations, and not every family got to come get it.
Christmas presents up in flames when a church caught fire overnight, but that's not the only pain to strike this church. The community now coming together.
3 people killed in a Delaware County house fire. What we are now learning and how a family friend is remembering the victims.
Homelessness is a big problem in Indianapolis. While the city looks for answers, an Indy couple is taking upon themselves to make sure change happens.
Our warming trend has started with temperatures 10 to 15 degrees warmer than yesterday. I'll let you know when we'll see highs in the 40s and 50s.
But up first here at 6 o'clock, tragedy strikes at a church on the southwest side of town. The building caught fire unexpectedly and everything inside it went up in flames.
As RTV6's Stephanie Wade explains, this is not the only devastation impacting this community tonight. She has their plea for help.
Less than a week before Christmas, this church on the southwest side caught fire. You can still see some of the damage here behind me. Even worse, they say there were Christmas presents wrapped and on these pews waiting for families to pick up at the time.
I got a phone call in the middle of the night saying the church is on fire.
When I seen the flashing lights last night, and it was just unbearable to see.
At least $100,000 in damage, and Christmas for dozens of families now in ruins.
Probably had $1,000 worth of merchandise in there for just to give out for Christmas at least. And it's all gone.
The Church of the Lord Jesus Christ near Miller and Cappus Road and everything inside it went up in flames Wednesday night.
In the basement is the freezers and the refrigerators full of the food that they feed. And they feed approximately 100 people every 2 weeks. They make sure that my grandkids have milk and food and stuff, and then they'll go to house if people can't, make it there to the food pantry, and they're just wonderful people.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation, but sadly, this is just one of the recent events that's challenged their faith.
It was just putting pieces back together, and then this tragedy just happens to us.
The church's assistant pastor, Chris Smith, was killed just 2 weeks ago in a shooting at Jake's Pub while celebrating his bachelor party. A huge loss, neighbors tell me, for this community.
I really enjoyed listening to his sermons and his preaching, and I looked forward to it on Sundays to hear him up there, and he was a hard worker.
Now they're pulling together, keeping the faith that
Maybe we can help restore this little place because it's been a godsend for people.
working for you. Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
And if you would like to help possibly make donations or volunteer to help repair damages to the church, reach out to us at workingforyou@rtv6.com and we will put you in contact with the church.
Right now, investigators are trying to figure out what caused a fire that killed 3 people in Delaware County. Firefighters rushed to the 3900 block of North 800 West around 1:30 this morning. That's just west of Muncie. The Delaware County coroner says first responders initially found 1 person dead inside the home. The coroner says investigators later found 2 more bodies. Their identities have not been released at this time, but according to the coroner, the victims were 2 females and a male. A family friend spoke with us.
They love life, they love their friends, they love their family. And I cannot think of more righteous human beings on planet Earth. We were lucky to have them.
The Indiana State Fire Marshal is still investigating the cause of the fire.
We've had bone-chilling cold the past couple of days, but you can already start to feel the change in the air. A warm-up is upon us. Storm Team 6 meteorologist Kyle Mounts is here, and how warm will we get? And just saying warm sounds so nice over the last couple of days.
Yeah, we're going to get in the 40s eventually here. But yeah, we started off at 9 degrees this morning, so
yeah, you could feel that.
Anything warmer than that will certainly be welcome. Looking right now, though, this will warm you up a little bit. The beautiful glow of the sunset and then the city lights coming up. You can also see Christmas at the zoo there in the distance. We got temperature 33 degrees right now in the city, 36 for you in Bloomington, already dipping down into the 20s though in Logansport. We've had a little bit of a breeze today. Most spots it's under 10 miles per hour, but that 10-mile-per-hour wind in Indianapolis makes it feel like 25, feels like 18 already in the Peru and Kokomo areas. As we go through this evening, those clear skies, temperature 33 degrees for you at 7 o'clock. We'll find those numbers dipping down into the middle 20s with clear skies by 11. Not as cold at the morning bus stop for the kids. We'll have temperatures starting off around 20, so a little warmer start. We'll talk about a warmer finish in a few minutes.
I kind of gave myself a reality check. You know, don't be ungrateful for Christmas. There are people who don't have roofs over their head.
As the city of Indianapolis works to reduce homelessness, an Indy couple is getting out into the community to make sure change happens. RTV6's Troy Washington shows us how everyone can make a difference this holiday season.
With Christmas just days away, it's easy to forget the reason for the season.
I was feeling very low-spirited about Christmas.
Kelsey Means admits she was having a hard time finding holiday cheer.
I kind of gave myself a reality check. You know, don't be ungrateful for Christmas. There are people who don't have roofs over their head, and you have a roof over your head.
That's when the light bulb went off, and she got to work on a plan to help those who need it most. Means works downtown sometimes and says you can't overlook the homelessness issue in the area.
And I asked my husband, I was like, hey, you want to do this on Christmas Eve? And even if it's just me and you? And he's like, sure.
Her husband agreed to help pass out warm plates of food on Christmas Eve to those who have nowhere to go or those who just can't make it to a shelter or a soup kitchen. But the couple decided why not take it a step further.
They're out there freezing cold on the cold, hard ground. And, you know, they need gloves and socks and things like that.
Have a good day. Thank you. Means wants to give out necessities to the ones shivering in the cold on Christmas.
If you're at the grocery store and you're doing your regular grocery run or you're doing Christmas shopping, pick up a pack of gloves, pick up a pack of socks or 2 packs of socks.
RTV6 asked the city of Indianapolis how the plan is going to work against homelessness. Leaders tell us they are making strides. At the start of 2019, the city extended parking meter time, saying that some of that money could go towards helping homelessness in the city. And according to the city, that money has made a difference. In fact, it funds Path to Employment, a program that is giving 43 people experiencing homelessness a chance to earn daily. RTV6 is told 18 of those workers have moved on to permanent jobs. And come 2020, the program could move from pilot to permanent, proving that if everyone works together, things can improve. Working for you in downtown, Troy Washington, RTV6.
And find out how you can donate to the Couples Initiative when you read this story on our website at theindychannel.com and the RTV6 app.
A scary situation for kids on a school bus this morning.
First responders had to rescue the students when their bus slid off the road and into a water-filled ditch. That tops the RTV6 news feed. Video from Indiana State Police shows the rescue effort. Troopers say a school bus slid off the road near County Line Road and Graham Road. That's on the Marion-Johnson County line. The bus went into some water, so the Greenwood Fire Department, Greenwood Police Department, and the Franklin Township School Police Department worked to get the kids off the bus into safety. They used a ladder to get the students over the water. No one was hurt.
New developments tonight. A driver involved in a deadly police chase has been convicted of resisting law enforcement causing death. Police say Matthew Good was behind the wheel of a stolen car and wouldn't stop for IMPD officers in August of 2018. Investigators say the chase ended when Good hit a tree on a cemetery on Meridian and Gimber Streets on the south side. Good's passenger, 27-year-old Tracy Sears, was killed. Matthew Good's sentencing hearing is set for January 16th.
2 homes on fire, people inside both of them until 2 newspaper carriers helped get them out. The Indianapolis Fire Department says Scott Lane and Carol Peters were delivering newspapers when they saw a home on fire in the 3500 block of Harvest Avenue this morning. That's near 38th and Post on the northeast side. Lane and Peters knocked on the door and alerted 3 adults and 1 child to the fire. They all got out with their pets. Lane then noticed the flames spreading to a neighboring home and helped get 1 person out of that house. It is still unclear what caused that fire.
Superstar DJ Martin Garrix will headline the 2020 Indy 500 Snake Pit during the Indianapolis 500. Joining DJ Garrix at the performance during the race will be Steve Aoki, Galantis, Rez, and Yellow Claw. The race day concert will begin at 7 in the morning on May 24th in the infield adjacent to Turn 3 of the IMS Oval. The show will go through the 104th running of the Indianapolis 500. A new trend called micro-hospitals or neighborhood hospitals are popping up around central Indiana. You might see one near your home soon if you haven't already. St. Vincent currently has 5 open neighborhood hospital locations in Avon, Castleton, Indianapolis South, Noblesville, and Plainfield. This location in Greenwood is set to open soon near State Road 135 and Smoky Row Road. They're designed to provide families with easy access to 24/7 emergency care that's close to home. Neighborhood hospitals can treat chest pain, heart attacks, head injuries, heavy bleeding, deep cuts, seizures, strokes, and broken bones. We're counting down the 12 scams of Christmas to help you make sure your money is protected.
And if you're donating money, make sure it's to a charity and not a scammer. Phony charities are the 8th scam of Christmas. A lot of nonprofits are making a final push for end-of-year fundraising. If you get a call from one of these organizations, don't feel rushed into giving them money. Do your research first.
Ask them for their EIN number, which is the tax code for charitable organizations. Look for sound-alike names that try to confuse you into thinking that you're giving to a well-known charity.
And check out websites like Charity Navigator that tell you the charity's rating based on how much they give to programs versus overhead expenses.
It's one thing to look at what the financials are, but you want to really know what is going to be the outcome of making a gift of $50, $100. What does that actually equate to? And most organizations should be able to tell you as to what that will then in turn do for them.
If the charity is withholding any details or they're not able to answer specific questions, those are red flags.
Also, most charities who fundraise have to be registered with the state. In addition to Charity Navigator, you can also view financials and other information on nonprofits on GuideStar, the IRS, and ProPublica Nonprofit Explorer. It's the holidays and not everyone has the money for presents.
And some can't afford food. The local organization that's not just feeding the hungry, but also trying to turn their lives around at the same time.
No better way to get ready for the holidays than with the Pacers annual shop with the Pacers. Doug McDermott among the players that are here. Goga is here. TJ McConnell. You got all the goods here? You ready to go?
Yeah, we got a little Barbie doll dress up. We're going to build a city with some Legos.
We're going to talk live to TJ McConnell as well. Big day today and a big day for Tamika Catchings. Tell you that coming up in just a bit.
And we got cold in control here across central Indiana, but signs of that warm-up not too far away. We'll talk about the warmth building ahead of Christmas. You're watching RTV6 News at 6.
We have the meat.
This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
For more than a year, Hiring Hoosiers has connected you to resources, jobs, and training in an effort to help you create a better life.
A local organization is not only meeting the short-term needs in our community of feeding the hungry.
RTV6's Lauren Casey is checking in with Second Helpings to find out how culinary training can turn a person's life around for the better.
But right now what we're about to do is Flatwater's famous Cajun pasta.
Jeffrey Hartfield is turning up the heat in this Broad Ripple kitchen.
Right now you're smelling paradise.
He's a line cook and a friendly face at Flatwater Restaurant on the canal.
So this is more than just a job. This is his family. I'm walking down the street. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. You know, I just love this place.
He got his start 5 years ago in the dish tank, but from the early days, he could visualize himself being a cook, and he knew he had to earn it.
Had no direction, no path, you know, but I've always loved to cook. And I just heard through Second Helpings through church. You know, I was really wasn't employed, and I just said, okay, you know, I want a career. I didn't want a job, I wanted a career.
This class is about opportunity. It's about building a better future. This is a big commitment.
Which made him the perfect candidate for the culinary training program through Second Helpings.
I'm not perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but I've always been one that never give up, never quit.
It's like a full-time job. Students train with Second Helpings 5 days a week for 7 weeks with homework.
Everybody comes here for different reasons and with different challenges, but we do know that it does make a difference, and it does set people on a great path to self-sufficiency.
For Jeffrey, he graduated from the program on March 12, 2014. He started working at Flatwater the next day.
It's challenging, it's not easy, but it's worth it, you know, I mean, because if it was easy, the payoff wouldn't be as great.
He's one of nearly 800 graduates of Second Helpings culinary program. Some of their graduates now in positions to hire hardworking students who come after them.
They're hungry. They're not going to miss days. They're going to come to work knowing that they got to start from the bottom and work their way up.
Jeffrey was hungry for a more fulfilling life. And now he finds his purpose on those busy summer nights in Broad Ripple, cooking love into his food.
And I just take a peek out the kitchen, look out here, and see everybody enjoying themselves, and I say to myself, man, I cooked that food that they're eating right there. And I know this is like a cliche, but I can really say that I love my job. Voila.
And that was Lauren Casey reporting. At Second Helping, students are provided with uniforms, textbooks, and other assistance as needed. It's hands-on training in the kitchen, plus students also learn about financial literacy and job interview skills. Every day we get new posts from local employers looking for someone like you to apply for their jobs, and they're all coming in on our Hiring Hoosiers Facebook page. Just type Hiring Hoosiers in your Facebook search bar and connect with us for all of these great positions.
All right, as we look across the country, we've got snow, and of course we know we've got that one ribbon of snow right here across central Indiana. Thing is, this map is going to change a whole lot by the time we get to Christmas Day, and I think our snow is pretty much going to melt away by then. We started to do that a little bit today with temperatures making their way into the middle 30s, and right now sit at 33 downtown. Feels like 25 though, still a little bit of that breeze out there. Skies are clear, and our weather's going to stay very quiet as high pressure is in control for the next several days. So our temperatures by 8:30 this evening in the middle 20s, most spots still around 30 degrees in Bloomington. We go through the overnight, and I think we'll replace the single digits we had this morning with some upper teens and lower to middle 20s across central Indiana. A little bit warmer than again to the south, 23 in Columbus. Sunshine will start the day on Friday. We'll see a few clouds as we go through the afternoon, but another dry day for us, and temperatures gradually continuing this warming trend. We'll get in the middle to upper 30s. Should feel a little bit better though, as we'll have less of a wind. Starting off the day with temperatures around 20 degrees and possibly a couple of those extra slick spots because the snow that melted today is going to freeze tonight. But by tomorrow afternoon, it all melts again. We're at 35 in Frankfort, 36 in Anderson, upper 30s around Indianapolis and Shelbyville. But once we get into Martinsville and areas to the south, those numbers jump into the 40s, even close to 50 tomorrow afternoon in Bedford. And the weekend is looking great as well. We're going to continue with lots of sunshine here, and those high temperatures getting back into the 40s and above average. Our average high is around 38 degrees. Looking ahead to your Christmas holiday, we're going to keep pretty quiet weather going here. Just an isolated chance for a rain shower on Christmas Day. And check out that high temperature near late 50 degrees next Wednesday. 7-day planning forecast as we put it all together here for you. And there's a lot of sunshine in that forecast. Still going to have some cold overnights with temperatures in the 20s, but the afternoons are going to feel quite a bit better after that high of 38 tomorrow. We're in the 40s right on through Christmas Day. And even after that chance for a shower on Thursday, we're still looking pretty good right around 40 degrees. Time to check in now with Dave First.
Kyle, thanks. This might be the coolest. Some 20 years now, the Pacers, as an organization, have been doing this, what they call Shop with the Pacers, the holiday season. This time it benefits a group called A Kid Again, which is an organization that helps families raising children with life-threatening illnesses, and this place is packed. We're at Circle Center Mall tonight. TJ McConnell, first-year Pacer, 5th year in the league, though. You can't get enough smiles on these kids' faces, something like this, right?
Yeah, you see the smiles on the kids' faces just running around the toy store, and it brings you back to your childhood. And you know, Christmas is all about the kids, and to put a smile on their faces and help make their Christmas better, you can't put into words how much it means.
Very cool. Vic's here, Doug McDermott, Goga, others are here, so this is going to be a lot of fun. Much more tonight at 11 o'clock. You guys are playing pretty well right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing all right. We don't want to tell ourselves that we're playing too well and get ahead of ourselves, but taking it one game at a time. Nate's doing a great job, and his staff's doing a great job. And as a team, we're playing really well together, so credit to all of us and Nate and his staff.
I love what you bring off the bench. It's a different feel, a different look, a different vibe. All of a sudden, it changes things up defensively for the other team, and it's all working together. You've only been a part of this organization for, let's say, a couple months now, but are you surprised how quickly things seem to be coming together for you?
It usually takes a little bit for teams, kind of put that chemistry together. We have a bunch of new guys, but when you have a bunch of guys that are about one common goal, and that's seeing others achieve, like we have on our team, things mesh pretty quickly, and it's not a surprise for any of us.
Yeah, it's wonderful. You guys have the Kings tomorrow night. Good luck. Happy holidays. Go do some more shopping.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
you. TJ McConnell here with the Pacers. In fact, take a look at next week. This is a huge, of course, the NBA getting back on RTV6 at ABC, and it all kicks off Christmas Day with this tremendous triple header. Begins at 2:30 with an Eastern Conference showdown, Sixers and the Bucks, and then a couple of Western Conference games, Rockets and Warriors, and it all wraps up with LeBron and Paul George, Lakers and Clippers at 8. A gift that keeps on giving. Christmas Day right here on RTV6 and ABC. A couple other things. Another seat filled in IndyCar. How about this? Dale Coyne announcing that Alex Palau will compete full-time next season. No car number announced, but it'll be a partnership between Coyne and Team Go, G-O-H. This 22-year-old Spaniard was the Rookie of the Year in Japan's Super Formula Series. The clock's ticking, though. The IndyCar season opener comes up in just 3 months on the streets of St. Petersburg, Florida. And finally tonight, first and foremost, for the Hoops Hall of Fame. How about this? The former Fever star, Tamika Catchings, congratulations, nominated for next year's induction. Catch averaged 16 points and 7 boards in her 15 seasons in the WNBA. Helped lead the Fever to the 2012 championship. Catch, of course, named the Finals MVP that year. Some of the other names that have been nominated. How about this? Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett. The finalists will be announced All-Star Weekend in February up in Chicago, and the inductees then will be announced Final Four weekend. Best of luck to Tamika Catchings. That is a tremendous, tremendous honor. Very cool tonight. Shop with the Pacers. More at 11. Until then, the News at 6 continues after this quick timeout.
Savings. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Well, today's RTV6 photo of the day comes from Julie Nash in Speedway.
This is Julie's grandson, Ty, decorating the Christmas tree.
Yeah, and Ty looks like he's concentrating hard. He seems to understand the importance of finding that perfect spot for an ornament.
Well, thank you, Julie Nash, for sending this to us.
Hey, send us your pictures for the RTV6 photo of the day. Email them to news@wrtv.com.
And we are especially looking for holiday photos right now. Again, that email you need is news@wrtv.com. Please share them.
That didn't look like a reindeer. Was that a cow with a hat?
No, it was a reindeer, Kyle.
A calf. All right. We got temperatures that are warming up. 38 tomorrow, 40 is the rest of the 7-day forecast.
It's going to warm up.
We'll see you back here tonight at 7.